Okay, so we're back. We got another guest in the building. You heard him on the couch back there.
Giggling.
Giggling. Hashtag Pape laugh.
Yeah, we was talking about our new H&M line that's coming out.
What's the name of it?
The scariest monkey in the hood.
I'm the model blood.
Well, let's go ahead and make some noise, my man Jeremy Pape.
Hey!
Hey, how you doing, brother?
What's up, awesome? How are you?
I'm chilling, man.
But yeah.
Been hanging out in the back, so you already know what's going on.
Yeah.
Let the people know who you are and what you do real quick.
I'm not shit, man. I'm just a fucking, I'm a video director from Toronto, Canada, by way of Denver, Colorado, I guess. Other way around, but yeah, from the box. Got Rick Rubin over there. That's the Rick Rubin to my Jay-Z. That's Jason Coates
in the back.
Yeah.
Are we rocking with Rick Rubin right now? Because I don't like what he did with Eminem.
Man, I think that,
What happened? Inform us.
Just as far as like his production selection on that album.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he really did some shit.
I think.
Eminem doesn't know how to choose beats.
Eminem is
yeah, he just is an idiot, right?
What?
With the beats, bro. With the beats.
He's not an idiot. He just doesn't know how to choose beats.
Yeah. With the beats.
You Eminem fan?
No. I mean, I wouldn't turn him off if it was on, but I'm not actively listening to him.
But you wouldn't turn him on.
Yeah, I wouldn't turn him on.
Pause. Who are you a fan of, Pape? You're from Canada, so you guys like worship Drake?
Yeah, Drake, Justin Bieber,
The
Weeknd.
Sure.
Roy Woods.
Yeah, you like
Vice producer.
Division.
He is laughing.
Division.
Like The Weeknd is a super popular artist.
You're just gonna name all Canadian artists?
Only.
Right. I see what you did.
Like
we gotta stand together, bro. Solidarity, bro.
Like Boxing Day, Canadian Thanksgiving.
So is it like popping to be from Canada now because of Drake? Or nah?
It's been popping, bro.
It's been popping.
Fuck, bro.
Do you like
That's grandma.
6? Claim the 6.
We've been lit, bro. To be honest, I didn't even know it was called the 6 until Drake called it that. I was like, oh, that's what we're calling it. I was always calling it Toronto, but different strokes for different folks, I guess, right?
Just made that shit up, huh?
Yeah, he's like, I mean, he wakes up a lot of shit. That's very cool now. So
yeah. Work.
I'm not.
Hey, if white people can rename stuff, so can Drake.
Hey, yeah, right. Take it back, Drake. Take it back. Fuck us, white people. We ain't shit.
Just say it.
We ain't shit, bro.
It's your thing, bro. We want to ask Pape any questions. We just gonna just be Pape.
Just let him just sound
Next
off.
topic.
Right. Just go.
Oh yeah, sex robots.
Yeah,
Sex
man.
robots. Okay, let's talk about this.
We've been wanting to talk about sex robots,
especially
but we had
as
to
a
wait
married
for
man.
You. Yeah, man.
Yeah, fascinated.
Oh yeah, no. I said publicly, like, them sex robots are something else, man. Like, let me find one of them sex robots that look
give
like
it a whirl.
A certain somebody, man.
Right.
Y'all know who
like
Aisha
anybody.
Diaz? Y'all know Aisha Diaz? Nigga, let me find Aisha Diaz sex robot. Me and my wife gonna have a talk.
Wow.
That shit's moving in. But
Okay.
I know you got one, don't you?
Got a couple. I got one in the car for the roadhead.
Oh, shit.
I got one in the bathroom for the shower sex. Shout out Dream Babe also.
All right. Yeah, man. You married too? What the fuck?
Yeah.
It definitely got to have like
robots.
A sex robot transformer, so like one where like the back of her head turns into like a flat screen. So
Yo.
you're hitting it from the back and watching ESPN.
Yeah. Makes quesadillas while when you make her come, she just pops out a quesadilla.
Man, that's like
That's 2012.
What do we need?
Or 2018.
Innovative as fuck.
Women, get your shit together.
Man, you see there on Twitter, they're mad though. They're like, the sex robot ain't gonna give you a warm towel though.
Right? Like, y'all need to like having sex. Like, how mad at us for it? Y'all just don't like men to be happy.
Yeah. Hold up, DJ 5280, what you gotta say?
Let's go.
Come here, bro.
Come on.
My thing is okay, ladies. So
Hold up. Come here, bro, because everybody be like 5280 be in the back, and we can't even hear this.
First of all, we're not co-signing this until I hear all of it.
Whatever he's about to say, y'all know
this is
the spiel. You already know.
Straight up, though, so any lady who could guarantee 100% that her man ain't gonna cheat if he had one of these dolls, that'll be every nigga's Christmas present from here to the end of time. Real shit.
That's true.
It's
I mean, if the sex doll's gonna keep you at home. Well, she should be keeping you at home.
Yeah, come on, man. When does that work?
Hey, man.
I mean,
Let's be honest, bro.
the women want them sex dolls too, though. They're gonna be
Exactly.
bumping cats.
I mean, we gonna get tired of sex dolls too.
Having a dildo in the house.
We're gonna get tired of sex.
5280 said, "What's the difference from having a dildo?" That's a fact. But you know, anything men do, the shit is automatically super creepy.
Nigga, you wake up and you ain't the only
Women got like
Severed penises,
fidget spinner dongs and shit, but we can't have no robots. Anyway.
All right, next.
Next.
Hey,
How was that part?
I want to go to the first robot strip club though. That's gonna be lit.
I do not,
Right.
nigga. That shit sounds
Yeah.
It's
dangerous.
about to look like Tron.
Motherfuckers gonna be short
Do you
circuiting.
want to hear my strip club story? It's a pretty good one.
Okay, let's hear it.
It's about Welcome to the Dope Game.
Let's hear Pape's strip club.
Okay,
story.
so one time, I don't know if you guys know Kid Hum, wonderful producer here in Denver,
Shouts to
Colorado.
Kid Hum.
Him and I, we did some shrooms, and then we did some acid, and then we did some Molly.
Yeah, dropping a
Molly
dime
together.
on Kid Hum, like what the
Well, no, he's cool now. This was back in the day. We're sober now.
like more than 7 years past the statute of limitations.
Yeah.
7 months.
Sounds-
Go ahead,
sounds
bro.
like
Yeah,
that
right. Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
But y'all did hella drugs.
Hella drugs. We go into this strip club, Shotgun Willie's. Wonderful experience. Shout out to Shotgun Willie's. And we're having a lovely time. We're tripping balls, and the girl is just like turning into like the ocean, and it's just like a beautiful experience. And then all of a sudden, too beautiful, and I just start throwing up violently all over her.
Oh shit.
And then all of a sudden, I feel this big fucking hand on my shoulder, and I'm like, oh man, this is like shitty,
You
right?
threw up on her.
Yes, like on her, and and I'm like, of course, he's like, I should definitely be escorted away from this evening, and we should call it a night. And the man puts his hand on my shoulder, and I look up, and he's like, Jeremy Pape, and I'm like, yeah. He's like, welcome to the dope game, and I'm like, yeah, man. And he's like, let me just get you cleaned up. She'll wipe off the stage. It'll be fine. Let's get you a Shotgun Willie's t-shirt. Do you need another beer? And
See, that's how you flex your
we just continued to do it until the end of the
That
night.
goes back to when he walked in. I was like, Pape just gets away with shit.
Yo,
We would have got
Obnoxious.
shot the fuck up. You threw
Obnoxious.
up on her, bruh. And then you got some free shit.
Yeah. Hopefully we tipped well.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know, fellas.
that's crazy. Like,
Sometimes it's just a laugh. White privilege.
White privilege.
because I threw up in Shotgun Willie's and I didn't get a T-shirt.
I'm about to say, man. before
Welcome.
we-
You should have told them welcome to the dope game, bro.
But I didn't throw
You
up on a dancer. It was like off in the corner somewhere.
See, that's creepy.
Y'all just be
you gotta
thrown up
be
and
loud
outside.
and proud about it.
I
You
was
say,
just-
thank you for dancing
That's
for
what we
me.
do. Y'all just throw
I
up at
was
strip
just,
clubs.
I was just sitting in the corner just with the spins. And like,
You
No,
just
you
eased
gotta,
out
like-
real smooth.
hey, I'm gonna call it a night, y'all.
I'm gonna hit y'all later.
That's it for me, y'all.
Thanks, my loves.
See you later, my love.
Hey,
You got any other interesting stories? Because I feel like we're about to just make it the best.
I mean, just yeah, I got.
So
tons.
you and Jason, man, what's the name of the company?
Collective Culture.
Word.
We make dope shit.
You guys travel the world filming shit.
Yeah. We're very blessed. We're very blessed.
What would you
It's
say
fun
is your
to.
most favorite experience or video or project that you guys have done to date?
To date? Fuck. Costa Rica was so fun. We went through we traveled the jungle and did all this crazy shit. Yeah, for FedEx. So we did
Word.
this little piece for them.
I want to ask you that. So working with these major companies now, these corporate companies, how did you make that transition from local music videos and shit to working with
How do I get
FedEx?
out the hood?
Right.
How you get out the hood 101?
Yeah. How'd you make it out the trap?
White privilege again. Is
man.
that rude to joke about? Or?
no, I was like, we'll find out.
That's another one of them things where Pape can just get away with it.
It's like, yo,
it's a fact, so I don't
But it is
It's true,
it's one part funny, but one part totally true.
producer Julius will let us know when we've gone too far.
What's real is funny, I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
we're-
it's fucked up for sure.
We're already canceled, so at this point, we would just have to get.
If you've been listening to this episode, we might as well just go all the way in.
We would just get punched in the face. At this point. There's nothing left. There's nothing else you guys can do to us.
White privilege got you where you are today.
I mean, we laugh about that, but that's like I feel like it's got to be partially true,
Right.
Because like I think that the transition from hip hop, because obviously I did a shit ton of the first year that I did videos, I did 300 hip hop videos the first year that I was doing videos.
Wow.
And so I definitely worked my ass off more than most people, and so like. I feel like I earned one part was earned for sure, but the transition was, I think, easier for me because of like racial situations.
Maybe you're just likable, Jeremy.
I mean, I'm certainly likable.
And people like you. You're married.
I'm married. Yeah, I got one person
that
like me forever.
300 videos that's nothing to sleep on.
No, definitely not. And I think that also, it's just like it's fascinating to think about the transition, because in my opinion, most people should want to go from hip hop and they should want to leave hip hop as fast as possible, because it's a shitty place to be. You only do it because you like it. The only reason why I do hip hop videos now is because two reasons. One, it makes my heart beat, and that's like my soul sings when I make rap videos. And the other part is because I have to give back to the community that built me.
Right.
But the other side of it is, though, I bought a house and I bought a car and I paid for my wife's wedding and shit like that through not hip hop, because I got out as fast as I fucking could because I needed to make money to survive.
And you're referring to it as more on like a very like initial level of independent hip hop, not like mainstream hip hop.
Yeah, I mean, you could almost argue
or
that
more
a
like,
lot of
or like homie hop.
Yeah, but I mean, you could talk to like even if you look at Jay-Z, Jay-Z's not making money because his records sold. That fool makes money on his alcohol, his clubs, fucking Tidal.
Right.
He's making and like Nipsey Hussle made money on making people feel sorry for him and buy his record or whatever, and like fucking. And I love Nipsey Hussle for sure, but that fool has like a whole empire built on. Yes, he started with hip hop and he touched so many lives with that, but that's really just like just a vehicle. It's a vehicle, and then vehicle. and you got to ride it till it takes you where you need to go. But anyone that, in my opinion, that you look up to and that you see as successful or really making waves in their community, or even being able to like provide for their family, 9 times out of 10 they're probably not doing it on hip hop. Hip hop was that vehicle to get them where they need to be. But I think that we all use hip hop as a transitional piece to be like,
word.
We need to get to where are we going next?
But it still has its sense of relevancy, because Jay-Z, he put his album out, dropped his album last year. Nipsey, he's putting out another album.
But the things with those guys is that they have something to say now.
Yeah,
this is almost like their give back.
Right.
They're like, hey, motherfuckers, I know that you listen to hip hop and that you have the opportunity to listen to these guys that are like, let's do Xanax and fucking feel sorry for ourselves and do all this shit. Or we could say, let's listen to some shit that like, I'm a fucking billionaire because I'm self-made and I did all this shit, so let me rap that to you so you can. That's how people are learning these days. That's how people are digesting information is through hip hop.
Right.
And so if that's a form of information sales, then fuck it, give them something good and then sell that shit, in my opinion.
I agree. So can we go ahead and be honest with each other and just say that hip hop is not necessarily where the money is? You do it because you love it.
No.
Right. We got AP in the building in the back. Would you say that, bro? Yeah, definitely.
We were just saying, you want to do a movie next, right?
Yeah. I agree.
It's like you can get even if you're a fucking fucking
graphic
third,
designer,
or like not even
Producer.
not even a star in the film, but even if you're like fucking second two or third two, you're making way more cake than off of your spins out from
right. And
Spotify
it's all content creation and entertainment at the end of the day, whether it's music, movies, whatever. So go where the bag is at, is what I say.
Yeah, why am I trying to shoot Pape's bail? Like hip hop, y'all got to do better. Y'all don't pay anybody. Y'all don't pay any.
Talk as producer, Dave.
Y'all don't pay any of the creatives. Y'all don't pay the producers. Y'all don't pay the graphic designers.
Right.
Y'all don't pay the videographers. Y'all don't pay.
But who's
for
paying
nothing.
the rapper though? Nobody.
And then it goes back to the
Nobody.
full
That's
circle.
because rappers, you guys don't take yourself.
When you stumble upon, actually, I can't use all my answers.
Hold up. Yeah, well, let's
Give me
say
one to feed off.
AP's
Though.
in the back.
Give me one to feed off of though.
We'll ask him these questions as well.
And man, I had my train of thought going. It was choo-chooing.
So nobody in hip hop gets paid because, like he said, who pays the rapper? Because they don't have the budget to pay us, the producer and the graphic designer. Because who's paying the rapper? That's why everybody.
You have to have fuel to start the machine.
But even as a rapper, like it has never been easier to get your music out than in 2018.
Right.
For sure.
There's no music. There's no excuse to not make something.
Well, that's another reason why there's not that much money in it either, because it's so accessible.
Right. The barrier to entry is like, you know, the music industry originally was the 40/40 club, and now all of a sudden it's fucking.
Shotgun
yeah, I was gonna say Epernay. You know what I mean? But everyone paid a little $20 and you're cool, right? But that devalues everything, and now all of a sudden everybody is a celebrity, and it's like, well, no, your shit's fucking dumb. You maybe just have, you know, a certain amount of followers or a certain amount of clout tokens, wherever that lays or however that works out for you.
Right.
And if we look at hip hop, like, we don't respect our legends at all. We don't respect the people that have been putting, 10 plus years in the game, like Bow Wow.
Shouts out Bow Wow, bro. That's GOAT to me.
But no, like once like a rapper hits a certain age, like 35 plus or 40 plus, we don't have any respect for them
unless they started making moves outside of music.
Right.
The reason Bow Wow has a hard time doing anything.
We back on Bow Wow.
Oh no, we don't care about Bow Wow.
No, I'm just saying, any kind of artist like that, like Bow Wow, who started when they was that young, it's hard for them to get taken serious once they reach legal age, because it's everybody like, I done spent 10 years watching you rap about playgrounds and shit. Now
you're still a kid.
Right.
Now you drinking lean and fucking bitches.
Right.
It's like it's hard to make that transition.
I think
it's like child stars.
To your
Right.
To your point, though, Davey, I think that there's like a misconception between like being cool and being successful, and like I just turned 30 this year.
Oh, congrats!
And so I've been through going through this transition because like the dope game was very lit in my opinion, and we were doing some cool shit, and I was fucking cool.
Right.
But now I'm like, also, I think I'm still cool, but I'm also way more paid, bro. And I don't really give a fuck about, like, if someone sees me at, like, I'm almost frustrated when someone's like, when I go to a bar and they're like, oh, you should listen to my shit or we should work or whatever. It's like, okay, cool, bro, fucking email me or whatever. Like, I don't need to be in the streets. I don't need to fucking entertain these dumbass conversations at the bar to feel like I'm part of the community.
Right.
I put in the work. I, in my opinion, help build the community. We all help build the community. A lot of people, that's a wonderful thing. We don't need to dwell on that. We all did our little shit to build the community. And now, like, as we get older, it's like, you gotta pay
a mortgage.
I'm paying a mortgage. I'm taking care of a wife. I'm fucking preparing for the next generation of Papes and shit. And so, like, I don't really give a fuck about your mixtape, and I don't give a fuck about the next club night or like Wednesday wackies or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, fucking go ahead and eat your tacos, bro, and drink Ciroc. That's fucking tight for you. But I'm 30, and that shit's super lame to me. And not super lame, just like it has no relevance in my life. It has no relevance in my life.
Priorities change.
Yeah, for sure. So it's just like, as you get older as a rapper, you should have an exit strategy, I think. Or as you get older as a human being, you should have exit strategies.
Right, and that goes back to what you were saying with like Jay-Z and Nipsey. That's being translated through the music now. You know what I mean? Like now they're just making the music, like you said, to put you up on game. Because it's like when I listen to 444, I'm like, damn, like I get this Jay-Z. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, I got the dope man Jay-Z because that's what I was on. But now it's like
we grew with him.
Right. Now it's like, damn, I want this black excellence. I want this legacy. I want this credit. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah. We were just listening to the new Nipsey on the way here because it's just like, that's where we are at in our lives. And it resonates with us, but it's not on some like, I don't know, young kid shit.
Right.
he's already fulfilled his exit strategy. Nipsey's doing fine.
Yeah.
He doesn't
cryptocurrency companies.
Yeah, he doesn't need us to play his records. He's not concerned about it.
Shout out to Nipsey. Invest.
Yes,
stay
for sure.
Stay up
Invest.
on what he's doing.
Multiple streams of revenue.
Look out for that new crypto coin that Nipsey's working on.
Invest in.
We'll have that conversation later.
So, what's been like the craziest videography experience that you've had? Just some off the wall shit.
Off the wall shit.
Like whether it's working with clients, artists.
The weird. Well, my first video was easily the weirdest. Well, shit. Can I do like a 2-parter story?
Why not?
You can edit it down as
you already know you can do it every time.
We haven't.
Thanks, Blood.
You got it. You got it.
All right, so this is my 2-part tale of Atlanta, Georgia. So Turner Jackson and I was trying to tell this as fast as possible. Turner Jackson and I fucking shot this first video that either of I had both worked on ever in front of a bed sheet in my apartment, and I tweeted it to some of my favorite directors, and one of them hit me back and was like, "Hey, bro, shit was super cool. Can you please come out to Atlanta? I got a project I'm working with Gucci Mane, and love to have you direct it." And so the next day I flew out to Atlanta, and I misunderstood like what all was gonna happen, and so I didn't have any money, or like I thought I was gonna get like paid for this, or like somehow like, you know, at least like a place to stay.
Right.
Did not, and fucking so like I'm out here and I'm shooting this fucking video with Gucci Mane, and then like we all rap, and they're like, "All right, cool, we'll see you later," and I'm like, "Oh, we're like no one's taking me to go anywhere." That's it for me. Right. And so the fucking trap house that you see in that Gucci Mane video, I ended up just sleeping on the fucking foyer of the like on the floor of, and just like holding my laptop, and I had my camera underneath my head because like dope fiends were like that was a real trap house, and so like people were like really using it, and so like I was like, oh man, this is wacky. And so fucking so that was the first night, and so then I hopped on this train and rode it around for the second night. Third night, I get in and I link up with the director again, and we're like, okay, cool, we're going to shoot this Joker video. And Joker just got arrested like a couple days before on some like gun shit. And so we're like, fuck it, we're just going to... Joker had like these really iconic tattoos on his hands. And so we drew them on my dude Figs, who's like the most legendary dude ever. So shout out to Figs for making me who I am today. And he drew them on his hands, and we go up in this helicopter, and he's filming on this helicopter, and we land, and all of a sudden when we get back down, the car that we took there to get there is gone. And so we're like, okay, this is fucking weird. And so we go to fucking we're like sitting around, some guy comes to pick us up, we drive by this bar in downtown East Atlanta, and fucking there's the car. We're like, oh, okay, cool, no big deal. We'll just go in the bar, address whoever has the keys, grab the keys, say no big deal, just got our car. And turns out that guy was not having it at all. And fucking, we had to like, Figs beat the shit out of this dude in the parking lot, and everyone came out. Some dude thought that we were stealing his car because it looked like it, you know, because we were like going in there. Right. And they pulled the car up and backed our car in. So we fucking just had to like ram that car out of the way. Fucking Figs hopped in the car, go to the apartment where all our shit was at, load up the whole apartment, and we go to Mike Will's studio. All the while, like the police are like flooding this apartment building. We're just like watching it all on the news, like from Mike Will's studio. We're like we like left half our shit at Mike Will's studio just to like fucking get on the plane. And Figs went to Atlanta or LA to go meet with Juicy J, and I just fucking went back home for a little bit. Oh. So there's a lot of wildness in Atlanta, and there's no fucking rules.
All that.
Yeah.
You get a music video.
Couple music videos.
Right.
Gucci Mane's wild as fuck. Well, old Gucci Mane was. Fat boy Gucci Mane.
Yeah, that's just dope though, man.
That's a crazy ass story. I'm just sitting here like.
Right. Took your car. You was in a helicopter. I'm still tripping that you was in a helicopter for one.
Yeah.
You come back in the car and gone.
Just Atlanta. I mean, Jay's story about Atlanta is so on point because, like, I guess it's cool to hear her say that about how she like builds characters out there, because it's so true. Like, we have so much talent here in Denver, but there's not enough infrastructure. And so when you, like, I lived out in Atlanta for, like, a month and a half with Catch Lungs, doing a bunch of shit and just, like, being a part of the community and stuff. And, like, seeing how the infrastructure was already there was, like, game-changing.
Right.
Because it just, like, makes everybody work, you know? Right? Yeah, like, it was like, oh, I got this, so fucking do this. Like, I remember I was rocking with Barber T, he was like duct tape guy, and fucking, he's just a barber who fucking, and he had a whole TV show, and I was like, that's fucking nuts. And here it's like, we have a barber that could outcut that fool times a million, but there's not an infrastructure, so you can't do it.
And you probably had like tons of networks who were willing to, you know, work with people and get original content, and radio stations that were looking for original content. KS 107.5.
Fuck y'all.
Whoa.
Continue.
Fuck them.
Continue.
Actually, no. If that's how you feel, graffiti.
Continue. But anyways,
I feel that way too.
Yeah, man, me too. But that's a whole other episode. But you ever just sit back and like, damn, man, the life of Pape is crazy.
How'd you survive? Like, damn, you should have been dead. You should have been dead.
Because like you said, you sobered up now. Clap that up. Let's clap that up.
Yeah, I don't do drugs or.
I mean, you know
I don't
what
do
I mean.
coke.
You don't do that shit no more. Yeah. So you kind of sobered up. Sobered up.
I'm on shrooms right now.
Yeah. Take my clap back. Right, yeah. So you're on lighter drugs.
Coke is fucked. Don't do that. Don't do Molly. But do shrooms.
You regret anything?
This one time I fucked a girl in the ass and her dog ate my condom and I felt bad about the dog.
Yo, what?
That was a big regret.
I didn't see it going that way at all. Like, I don't have no more questions.
Is the dog okay?
I hope.
Wait.
Was it like hacked it up? I think it did. It did. It really did. I watched it. I should have. It was before Snapchat, or else that would have definitely been. I would have had hella followers. Or
what else do you regret? Let's play.
While we're on it,
what is Jeremy Pape regret? No, I think that was pretty much the only one because I like dogs.
Okay. It was about the dog. White people and dogs, man.
Yeah, man. I just got a puppy today. I did.
What kind?
The puppy's name is. Please hold. Winston.
Well, they were gonna go with Harvey.
Oh yeah, we were gonna go with Harvey.
Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
So Winston.
Winston.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I didn't want a rapist. He's so cute.
Is it a poodle?
No.
Like a poodle type ass guy. It's not a poodle.
I look like a poodle guy.
You definitely look like
a
poodle. You probably got like
a Bloods. It's a fucking healer, bro. Not a blue healer though. It's a red healer.
It's fake.
Who we not offended?
It's fake, man. Like we done
who else do we have? Who else do we have left?
Anybody who's left, man?
Fuck tacos. Just joking. I love tacos.
Yeah, tacos is off the chart.
You might have to like run up on some tacos. No. That's where I draw the line. Right?
Everything else is on the board.
We love tacos, bro.
Shoot. 50 said he got a question. Come here, bro.
So you was talking about welcome to the dope game.
Yeah.
So is there anything you would do different with it now than you did then?
Definitely. That's a great question.
Look at Kendrick with
that's a great question.
Real journalist question.
That's a really good question.
Serious for once.
I think I wouldn't have scaled it so fast. I think I probably would have kept it much smaller. Like you have to identify. I'm like thinking about AP as I'm answering this question because I think like the dope game was like a shitty squizzy gang. You know what I mean? Like it was like a bunch of really good friends that fucking make rap music together. We just didn't have like the infrastructure, and I think that it was more like a friendship thing for me, and less of like a business thing. And so I was like less thoughtful about it, and I think that interestingly enough has affected me now. I was even talking to Jason about that the other day. Is like you know, I almost like have PTSD from answering my phone now because I'm like, ugh. Anytime my phone rings, I know that someone's gonna ask me for shit,
right.
And that's kind of like how that was, because it was just like a lot of, you know, my heart goes out to Francois. But I think that you know, if you keep it smaller and scale according to the speed in which your artists are growing, you'll be in a better off position. Because we just got like too excited too fast, I think.
Basically what you're saying is you was moving too fast for artists to keep up.
For sure. I think like we were all like our dreams were going yeah. And also like because we were doing like art
just as a whole it was moving too fast for everybody to kind of keep up with.
I would say that I outworked anyone that would even claim to be welcome to Dope Game. And like everyone could probably agree with that because they're all my brothers still, and we're all still brothers, and that's the family still. But no one can argue that I work. Like no one even touches my work ethic. I don't think.
That's true.
That's what I'm about to ask next. Is everybody still good?
Yeah, no, that's like we just had like Christmas party, Halloween party, like we all do like weekends together, Sunday fun days, like that. That's still the family. I think. And also, the other thing, though, too, that just come back to Davey's point about, like, you know, rappers paying for shit and stuff like that is, like, it's easier for me to sell my product than it is for a rapper to say, hey, you should pay me to be on this show. You know what I mean? Because my service offers an instant gratification in a very clear way, and from which me to say, you know, this is $1,000 or this is $1,500 or whatever it is. And for, like, you know, a Rob or a Sid or a Turner to be like, you should pay me $1,500 for a show, they would probably get laughed the fuck out of the building, right?
Right.
Not because they're not worth that, but because in the Denver climate, that's just not really happening other than, you know, a select few. And even that just happened probably recently.
Right.
You know, because probably, I'd say I'd even go as far to say like 5 to 10% of it was that we're ahead of our time, and we were definitely doing a lot of shit that was very cool and very avant-garde for what we were for the space that we were in and the time and place that we were working within.
I agree.
I think that we definitely pushed the cards for sure.
Word. So there won't be a resurgence of Welcome to the Dope Game.
Fuck no.
Fuck no. See, like that.
You heard it first.
Word.
Yeah, unless it's tattooed on you.
Word. It's family.
Yeah. That's the fam. We're rocking with it, and fucking, yeah. That was the era. Yeah. You know, I think that was a magical time, and that you know that also built, you know, me and everybody else, and that taught us a gang of shit, bro. And I hope that one day when Jay's fucking pitching a Colorado hip hop story to VH1, I think that they'll probably. I don't think you can talk about Denver hip hop without talking about the Welcome to the Dope Game, because I think our parties were the most live, and there will never be any more lit parties than Welcome to Dope Game parties.
So everybody was doing coke and them motherfuckers.
Yeah,
allegedly.
But yeah, I was doing coke.
Word, man.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, we can fuck with you forever, Pape. Pause. But actually, just last question.
Shoot.
One piece of love, knowledge, advice you will leave with the world. What would that be?
Great question. Could I give one of each? What was it? Love. What was
knowledge, advice.
Whatever. Love, knowledge, advice. Can I give? Yeah. Let me.
Just a cool quote for Facebook.
Damn. Well, okay, because I always think that. Okay, so let me give you like the yin and the yang of Pape, because I think that there's the angry Jeremy and there's the loving Jeremy, and I think Jeremy would say thug life, bitch, fuck them all, and just get your money, bro. Fuck everybody, man. And they don't give a fuck about you, so get your bread. And then the other half of me would say that the community is what kind of makes you, and I think that you need to definitely enjoy those people around you, and that's like really kind of all that you have. So the journey is that all that it is, and it doesn't really matter about the end goal. I think that just love those people that are on your journey together, and just fucking ride with them.
So in terms of social media, how can people follow you? Like if I want to get my mixtape to you,
yeah.
What's the best way?
Pornhub.com/nastypape.html.
What's that? Is that shit?
Collective Culture, man. Collective-culture.com. My Instagram is at Consequence, KONSEQUENCE, and that was my gang name. On Bloods.
On Bloods. And that's how we're going to end the show, On Bloods.
On Bloods.
This has been the Life is Dope podcast.
I'm not here.
I'll graffiti.
I'm not here.
On Bloods.
I just got here.
So